Well, we're at it again, but not quite a surprise box this time. This is just some boxes. So a few boxes came in today from actually different people. Some of these came from, majority came from one person, and a couple others singularly. Yeah, I think so. Anyway, I won't try and detail who came from who, because it won't really matter. What I can say is that let's just have a quick look at what we have here, and we'll pull them down one at a time. I won't pull them out of the boxes, obviously, but the Super Lion Mark II, and not probably everyone's favourite radio, to be honest. They had their issues, but they still serve, you know, when they're set up well. There was a couple of little modifications you needed to do to these to really make them percolate, but hey, you know, Hatadi and Pearce Simpson, they couldn't get it right every time, but actually I've got a good friend of mine, Bob VK7RX, who was very instrumental in finding a lot of mods for these, but just about every one of these radios. There were little things that he was working for WACB back in those days, so a bit of history, and he did a lot of modifications on these to make the output stages not sound all furry and RFy and etc. Okay, so this is a Super Puma. Now, from memory, the Super Puma came in two. No, maybe not. No. Correct me, please. If anybody can make a comment on the YouTube channel or Facebook channel. I was thinking there was a black version of the Super Puma as well, but I may be wrong. I may be thinking of the Super Panther Mark III. Oh, which we have one over here. Okay, well, anyway, well, we'll see in a minute. So, the Super Puma, once again, actually, I really should have put them in the order of Super Panther Mark III next. Oh, there's not really a picture anyway, is there? But the Super Panther Mark III was a black radio, which looked very much like this one right here. Now, this is not as exciting because you don't get to see the picture, but oh, it's a little bit hard. But just imagine the Super Panther Mark III looks like a Super Puma with a black front on it. Okay, the other one, Super Tiger, which, look, these weren't so problematic, to be honest. We didn't see so many of these back in the early days. So probably a lot of these actually just about every radio that I'm showing you at the moment was never classed as absolutely wonderful. They all had their little quirks, but you know, the various techs around Australia got them going, you know, reasonably well. But it shouldn't have had to be that. This one's got an original Dick Smith sticker on it. There you go. And just in case I needed two of them, apparently. Actually, this one's box is a lot better. I can tell you this box came from Queensland. There's a bit of a story behind this, but if you see anything that looks like it's top quality, is absolutely just bloody, like, you know, sort of new, yeah, that came from Queensland. One particular person has some brilliant stuff. Anyway, so basically that's a bit of a line of Hatadi and Pearce Simpson in what they were doing. There's certainly more than that. This is not the whole range, but certainly gives you, you know, a bit of a look. Just as an adjunct, this sort of should have went on the handheld video, I forgot. There's the Uniden Pro 310E, and just a little 40 channel radio, and I've done one on one of these before, actually. A little bit worse for wear, but it doesn't matter. Inside the packaging will be fine, and I'd rather have packaging than not have it. Don't care what it looks like, you know. But that's one of the 40 channel emergency radios and the GE help system. Okay, well, that's it for those, and just a very quick video, this one on a few of the range of what Hatadi were doing back in the 80s somewhere, yeah, somewhere in the 80s, late 80s, I suppose. Trying to think when I actually worked for a living. All right, 73s from VK3, Charlie Mike and Aussie Radio Pickers. Cheers.